C-A-T-C-H-I-N-P-I-P-S. I've been C-A-T-C-H-I-N-P-I-P-S. I've been.
Hey, it's your man Charlie P. Here, just starting off with a little back office proof that I did in fact pass the My Forex Funds challenge, at least the profit goal portion. I still have 1 day left in order to officially pass phase 1, since I need a minimum of 5 trading days. So as you see on day 1, I simply opened up a 0.01 lot trade just to start off the timeline, since I knew I needed 5 days. I didn't see a real trade that day, a setup that I liked, so I simply put that out there, opened it and closed it after like 10 seconds or something, just to start off my timeline in case I was able to pass the challenge within 5 days, and which we did that today. Day 2 jacked up pretty bad. I was very undisciplined on day 2. I was not following my strategy rules. I was gambling, and I paid the price for it. Day 3, it wasn't the greatest, but we were able to bounce back a little bit, which put us at 198 to start today. And today I saw a great setup on EuroCAD and was able to take full advantage of it for $18,000, which hit us, put us at 16K for our official profit goal being met. So let's jump into the chart and watch how all of this played out. Yo, I think I'm about to pass this challenge. Let's see how far we got left. Oh yeah, we ain't got but a couple of pips left. Let's see, we have 10 pips. Let's go, EC. Let's go. Check it out. Y'all see it? I was down 2K. We about to get them. Give me that 16,000 so we can pass this 200K challenge for my Forex funds. Give me the money. Watch they pull back. Watch they pull back real hard all of a sudden. I guarantee it. I'm not going to say I guarantee it. I don't want to speak that over my life. It's going to push down again real hard, and we're going to pass this in the next few seconds. But if not, y'all see where we are. I'm going to come back once this trade hits our TP, and I will break down why I took this trade, exactly how I took it. As you can see, we had a sniper entry, right here. I took it at the top of this wick right here, and you see we had very little drawdown. I mean, what, maybe like, oh, here you go. But we had 4 pips of drawdown on this trade, and if they would hurry up and stop playing, then we'll pass the challenge. I think that's gonna pass the challenge. 18K. Yeah, that'll pass it. I knew they was. See, y'all see how they did me? Now, what I wish I would have done is put 25 standards on this trade instead of 20, and then we would have passed it already. But it is what it is. Let's see, the next 15-minute candle is about to start, so hopefully it'll go down before it goes up. Come on. I'm trying not to pause the video and come back later. I'm trying to just let it happen in real time so I can go ahead and break this trade down. I knew it. Y'all see how they did me, man. Y'all see that? 1 pip or two pips, something like that. Y'all could have gave me 2 pips right quick. Shimon, do it for the people. Just a quick background about me. I just passed. I've never failed a challenge. I've been fortunate in that regard. I don't say that braggadociously. It is. I have yet to fail a challenge. I've done my challenges with FTMO. I've got FTMO's max 400K allocation. If you look back at some of my other videos, you'll see most of my recent videos have all been dedicated to FTMO. Now that I've got, and FTMO has also done an interview with me. I love those guys. So I definitely don't plan on having a leaving them or anything like that. I'm just simply trying to add my Forex funds in addition to my FTMO funded accounts. So that's what I'm working on now, is trying to get these my Forex funds challenges passed. I'm gonna do, I guess, another a 100K challenge after this one, so I can get a 300K account, since that's the most that you can have on one account with my Forex funds. And then I'll just do the same cycle again and do another 200, then another 100 to get another 300 account, and have the max 600K allocation with my Forex funds. That's my short-term goal to handle in the next like month and a half or so, and try to get that knocked out. So at that point, that would be $1 million funded. So that would be dope. But anyway, it looks like it's about to pull back, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead and pause the video. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm sorry for rambling, y'all. I was really trying to make this work. Let's take a look at my FTMO. This is my FTMO. I'm on the same trade. This is an established account. As you can see, we're up roughly 38K at this point in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So an hour and 15 minutes. I do anticipate this going probably to about a 50K or so day. So I do plan on, so we're up about 109 pips at our best point so far. But yeah, so that's my FTMO account, and that's an established account. So I will actually get, the percentage I'm supposed to get off of that. But back to my Forex fund, since that's what we're talking about. Y'all see how they did me, man? Golly. So anyway, I'm just going to come back. Y'all see where it is. So once it TPs, I will come back and break down the trade in full. Ooh, that boy just passed. Yes, he did. All right, let's break this trade down right quick. You know what? Do I want to go ahead and TP on FTMO? Or do I want to go for 50? Yeah, I'm a TP on FTMO as well. All right, so that was 45K on FTMO. And now let's break this trade down. All right, let's talk strategy. Now, let me first say this is a newer strategy that I'm working on, so I don't have any finalized rules. I'm not even completely sure what I'm going to call this yet. But essentially, I mean, right now, I'm calling it Super Angel Dust. If you're newer to the channel, I guess my most popular strategy so far is just called Angel Dust. And because I do something within that strategy called PCP. And so PCP is just Angel Dust is the street name for the drug PCP. So that's just how I came up with the name. But this one, Super Angel Dust, because essentially we have a really large PCP happening here. Now, just on general Forex technical terms, we see a head and shoulders pattern right here, right? We have, I don't have, let me get my rectangle box pulled up. I never put it up on this broker. All right, so originally we've got this head and shoulders pattern. I don't like that. Let me change those properties right quick. That's how I like my boxes. All right, so that's the left shoulder. Then we've got the head here, and then we have the second shoulder. So that's a head and shoulders pattern. That's just the first thing when I looked at this chart. I was like, there's a head and shoulders. But in addition to that, let me delete that. In addition to that, though, as far as how I say Super Angel Dust, there's really a really big PCP going on right here, a peak center pass. That's what PCP stands for, peak center pass. And let me actually back up first. We're going to get into PCP in just a second. Let me back up. That head and shoulders happens as this is riding along the 50 EMA. Normally my Angel Dust strategy, my original one, we're looking at the 10 EMA on the H1 chart. On this one, I'm looking at the 50 EMA on the H1 chart. So the H1 bodies, the bodies of the candles are riding along the 50 EMA. And then if I go to the 15-minute chart, I notice that price is oversold. I'm sorry, overbought. As we look down here, we see that the Ehlers Fisher is peaked above the 90 level. I will leave a link to all of the indicators in my templates as well in the video description if you want to grab these. And I'll also at the end of the video just go over the settings in case anyone has issues with the settings. If the template doesn't pull the settings up this way, then I'll pull up the settings at the end for you. But we want this essentially on the H1 chart to be riding along the 50 EMA, and then on 15-minute we want it to be touching the purple line, which is the 144 EMA, and we want that to be overbought. But the main thing that you need to focus on is peak center pass on the H1 chart for super angel dust. Essentially, this would be our peak. We're just making an M, just the letter M, basically, to a degree. But this would be our peak. This is where kind of like that the formation starts. Our center point, I'm going to actually draw a horizontal line on. This would be, you know, the center point of our M, the M shape that we're trying to make. So if I'm drawing an M, then of course I'm gonna say boom. Oh crap, I gotta fix this too. I haven't fixed my indicator settings on this broker yet because I just started using my Forex funds. Let me make that line a little thicker. Okay, so essentially we're just drawing an M, but peak center pass is my way of finding that M just a little bit easier for the way that my brain works. Okay, but essentially that's the shape that we're after. However, I only mark it with peak center pass. So with PCP, I've already shown you, here's the peak, which is just the bottom of the M, or if it was a W, of course, it would be the top of the W, but bottom of the M comes up, it comes down to a center point. My center points are always based off the body of the candle when we're talking about PCP. Okay, so peak, center, and then my pass candle is going to be where the H1 candle closes past the center point that I drew. Okay, and so this H1 candle right here obviously made a very strong close past the center point. At this point, PCP is confirmed. Peak, center, pass. All I do at this point after peak center pass is confirmed is I go down to the 15-minute chart and I wait on price to come back up and grab my 50 EMA on the 15-minute chart. Remember, the 50 EMA is the gold line. So essentially, PCP was confirmed on H1. We came down to 15-minute chart, and then price rose up. It grabbed our 50 EMA. We got into the trade right here when it grabbed the 50, and then it took off, and you saw where it TP'd. Essentially, that's all I looked at. That's how I took the trade. So I hope that helped. Again, I know that was a very choppy explanation. Like I said, this is a newer strategy. I'm still working on finalizing the rules, but that's just a sneak peek into how I thought about this trade and decided to take it. Now let's get into the indicator settings real quick. So all of my moving averages are set to exponential and median price, applied to median price. All right, now as far as the bands settings, you really only need to do the top band. These are the settings you would need to know for the top band. Just pause the video and take note of those. All my alerts are set to false because I don't like alerts, so I just turned all those off. But these are the main settings you need. That'll handle your top and bottom band, and then this will handle the both of the bands that are in the middle. And then take note of these settings. Anything else, if you have a bunch of other bands, just delete them and just get them out the way. But those are the band settings. And then the Ehlers Fisher down here, which is what I use most, the green line, the settings on that, 10, 4, and true. So those are all my indicator settings. And so if you download the template and it's not set, it doesn't look like this, there you go. Stay tuned. I will keep releasing videos, keep showing strategies, keep showing trades. Please subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel. Like it, like the video, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, I will holler at y'all on the next one.